Oh, hello everyone, it's the Gaming Up North Ramblecast for October 2024. I am going to go and hit the go live button on TikTok. We'll see if that works.
Please do not swear to the Davina McCall thing.
No one will catch the start on TikTok because that's not the real kind of format that it is, but I think we're live. But hello TikTok, hello Twitch, hello YouTube archive watchers. We like those too. But yes, welcome everyone. This is the Gaming Up North Ramblecast. We check out the news, and this time we have all the news for October. But I am joined, as always, by my lugubrious co-host, Mr. Adam Ashbridge. How are you doing, sir?
Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. And I also am joined here by our third chair, the one who was gone last month, and we did miss them, so no, it's fine. Welcome back, Sliding Sloop.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm on my chippy tea, as discussed.
Like buzzing. Carbo loaded.
Absolutely, and I feel like I'm gonna just go. But I'm not. I'm
all right.
I'm in the room. It's fine.
And you're back in the room.
I know. Summon it. Summon the power.
Don't you worry. I had a little one of them little goo cheesecakes afterwards, so that'll.
Oh, aye. Yeah, I'll give you the sugar boost on top of the carbs. It's good. Aye, that's it.
Exactly.
Okay.
I know what a good diet is.
Right. So yeah, I just want to start, as we always do, with a little "What have you been playing?" And I know for a fact that Mr. Adam has been playing one of the newest games that has come out this month. A little indie project called Call of Duty.
A little company that makes it called Treyarch.
Yeah.
No, it's I'm very surprised at how good Black Ops 6 is for me personally, because the Treyarch games always seem to be better.
Okay. You like Treyarch,
like,
yeah.
Mechanic wise, like they've got this new sprint mechanic on it, where you like can actually sprint sideways. So instead of like getting stuck and like having to turn, you can actually sprint sideways. So if you hold the button in, so it's as if you were a real person, you know, because you can sprint sideways if you're a real person. And because I was worried, because I thought, oh no, if it's another Black Ops, there's going to be weird like stuff in it where you can like do wall runs and stuff and weird shit. But no, it's set in 1991.
You were alive then.
I was 4 years old. And no, the campaign's really good as well. I would recommend it, but it might just be specifically me who likes it, because I've seen a lot of bad reviews on it, saying it's crap. But
yeah,
I like it, and I'm good at the multiplayer, so that's all that matters to me.
I must admit, I have never touched Call of Duty since Black Ops 2.
Wow.
I think is the last one that I played. I remember really hammering Modern Warfare. The original Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
I think I might have played Modern. Did I play Modern? I don't think I played Modern Warfare 2.
I mean,
but yeah, Black Ops 2. That was my last one.
That was one of the good ones, as in, like, it was like the last one that everyone of our age range played, I think.
Yeah.
And then after that, it became like, oh, everyone's gonna like stop every other game, and then you lose all your friends, and like and everyone kind of like lost track. And I think like the kill streaks got a lot crazier. I don't know, I didn't know it was like those. Like it was like, oh, and I was a remote control car going crazy and killing everyone. It's like I just wanted to to try and do some little run around here.
Yeah. I mean, and also with this one, on the last couple, I've always got like really mad when I've been killed, like on the multiplayer. But this, I'm just like, it's all right, and like I'm getting canny amounts of kills each map as well, which is good, and like I'm not getting stressed out playing it, which is nice.
That's called sobering with age, I think.
No, or is it like a Zen mode that you get into where you're like, time to kill us now?
Yeah. But no, it's very satisfying, like the way the guns look and the way they perform.
Yeah.
Like the attachments you put on them actually make a difference, I feel, instead of...
Genuine question, what is the TTK like?
Time to kill.
What's the time to kill like on it?
Like how long does it take to down a guy? Like is it faster or slower?
It's I'd say it's faster. It's more like if you shot someone in real life.
Right.
Like, which he's done.
Know what that's like.
He hasn't actually done it. This isn't that kind of gun show.
No, just because there's
cancelled.
There's been shooter games in the past where I've stopped because the type of kill is just so ludicrous that it's just not competitive.
Yeah,
it
like
give you an opportunity, you know.
I get in those like those meat grinder situations with Call of Duty where I'm just like I'm running in and I'm exploding and then I'm like running back in again, you know.
Yeah, if you get spawned in the same place and you just keep running to the same place and just
like,
keep banging.
This time it's gonna be different. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that still happens to me. It's fine, but no, it's a good game. I'm enjoying it. So
no, that's good.
Good.
And so you've had the experience of getting it through Game Pass. So what's that work like? Because this is the first time they've like dropped a day one on Game Pass, and you're doing PC Game Pass as well, aren't you? Yeah,
I must admit the first, because it came available on midnight last Friday, going into Friday.
Yeah.
So you could pre-download it as well. So I'd already had it downloaded, but there were some server issues the first night. Obviously, there must have been millions of people playing it. Through Game Pass. But the day after, there was all smooth sailing. I've had a couple of dropouts, but that's happened with every Call of Duty throughout the years.
Yeah. It's so compared to other games, it's usually better than most as far as like disconnects and weird stuff. What I heard some people complain about the launcher though, like the PC launcher going crazy, like as in it like hid your old games and sort of put the new game as like the default game. Like, did you see any of that switch over?
Well, I see. I uninstalled Modern Warfare 3,
so you were ready.
So yeah, but I understand like what they've done. It's sort of like they've melded it all into one. But it's like, Black Ops 6 is the newest one. Play this. Yeah, and it's like, as if I didn't want to right now.
I don't have it.
Yeah,
where's
please
my
don't
games?
force me.
Yeah. So yeah, I understand that, but I wasn't going to play the last one anyway because Warzone and that's on this as well, so it's fine.
Warzone's like its own separate beast, isn't it? Like
it's one separate like fucking 80 gigs.
Actually, how big is the game this time round then?
Well, if you just download Black Ops 6, the multiplayer and the campaign, I think it was only 81 gig.
Right.
Okay.
So if you download all, this is what the thing, because they want you to download all of it. If you download everything, the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, the multiplayer,
the zombies.
Warzone, the zombies as well, it's like 312 gig or something.
Right.
So
Jesus.
I didn't download all that. I just downloaded the thing I wanted because it gives you the option beforehand.
That would take me days to download on my tatty internet as well. God. Remember when you could just buy a game and you put the disc in and it worked? You have to download anything.
But like, if you buy the Call of Duty disc, I don't even know if it has anything on it. Like,
no, it'll be like what they did with Fallout 76. It'll be a cardboard thing. Go here and use this code.
Yeah,
cardboard disc that's been cut out really badly. Just
the only time I'd seen that was with Just Dance, I think, like for the Switch, and that was literally just a piece of paper in a plastic box. Someone could have just posted me. I could have paid the money, and they could have just went, we'll post you and email you this like one little bit of paper, no plastic. That would have been fine with it.
Yeah, just send an envelope like a...
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, speaking of physical media, I did tell Sleep this before, but I knew she'd be proud of me. I bought a physical DVD today out of CEX.
What was it?
Because we're doing
Keep it alive.
We're doing V for Vendetta on the podcast.
Oh, nice.
This Sunday. So £1.50. Look at it. Proof.
It's worth your time, people. Get them because then you own them.
No one can take disc 2 of V for Vendetta away from me.
Exactly.
Who knows?
No one can take that director's commentary off you ever again.
You know what?
If Zeus eats it, it's taken away from you.
The dogs can't eat your physical media. They can't eat downloads.
Yeah.
So that is one tick in the box. For...
Oh, no. If your dog tried hard enough, could probably eat your electronics.
That's very true. Yeah.
Give it enough time.
Zeus would have a good go. Like
I haven't found anything Zeus couldn't chew through yet. So yeah, he could eat the laptop.
Bone.
It might happen on stream one day.
Yeah, just get
no. But yeah, so like it was. I was thinking, I was like, you know, I'll be able to find this on streaming, and then a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, you might not be able to find it on streaming. And then it's gonna be £5 to buy it or rent it, and I'm like,
for 2 nights.
I'm gonna walk past at least 2 CEXs today, so yeah, I'm gonna.
This is the right way of thinking.
Yeah, and the words of Sleep echoed in my head of being like, "Don't let your physical media go all the way.
Don't let it die." I also own a copy of V for Vendetta on DVD, so. Yes, I
solidarity. I knew full well that I could have lent it, but I wanted to do it. CEX is weird nowadays, though. I don't know if you've been in, but the guy just took my money from a phone app, like in the middle of the store. Like I didn't go to the till. Oh. He was just like, come to this little island in the middle where I have a little receipt machine and stuff.
What if you don't have your card on your phone?
Oh no, he used a phone like to scan, like had the card and everything scanner. So like, because I went to the
Sloop's like cash only, bastard.
No. I'm very much not a cash only bastard.
Cash is king.
I'm just confused.
After that is legal tender. How dare you?
I could have paid for it in stamps.
Carta.
Actually, you know what? It wouldn't take that many stamps to get legal tender enough to buy FIFA Vendetta.
To be fair, with like one first-class stamp, you could buy it and then they'll give you change.
It's a valid point. A first-class stamp's about $1.50 these days.
Is the change smaller stamps, like a fourth-class one? But yeah, that was the fun I had today. Games-wise, I don't think I've been playing anything new. Been playing Super Mario World, which is very old.
Yep,
that was
fun.
It's
good.
Oh, it's excellent. There's not anything new I can say about it other than like it's still really good, and I've got the manual right here because I'm old.
Look at that! And
I have things like this. It's got
glorious
ancient creases in it.
Beautiful. That
I can't be trusted with physical media. That's my problem.
Says the man with 1,000 guitars.
Excuse me, that's not a physical media.
I mean, it makes media in a physical form, does it not?
Only if you can.
But you can. That's the thing. You can. You can do that.
It would be like a paperweight for me, I guess.
It would be something I could hit a burglar over the head with for me.
An axe, some would say. Ooh.
Actually, yeah, me 7 strings really heavy. That would do some damage. Like,
yeah, true. One thing I did quickly play. I don't know if it counts as being a video game, really. More of an app, I suppose. There's a new Pokemon card app that came out.
Is there?
Where you can do mini battles and open packs and stuff. It seems like an okay like time waster thing, but it's chock full of buy these coins, buy this stuff. Like it doesn't shove it in your face, but like if you go in the store, there's plenty of buy this, buy that options.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna do at all, but it seems like a fine little thing just to waste like 10 minutes a day on, just to open a pack and be like, ooh, I'll add this to my collection.
What would be the Pokemon version of Lionel Messi?
Charizard, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know football as well as you guys, but I'm guessing he's one of the most popular, the poster boy.
Yeah. Well, he's getting on a bit now. I mean, he's getting on a bit. He's my age. But
yeah, football terms, he's getting on.
Football terms, he's like a granddad.
Yeah. So he's Charizard. If you want to do that fan art and photo.
I always had him down as more of a Squirtle kind of looking fella, but I can imagine
Is it because he's short?
Short and kind of always wears blue kits, doesn't he?
Well, okay.
He wears a pink kit now. Actually, he plays for Inter Miami.
Is it Miami now? Okay.
Yeah.
Is Pele Charizard then?
Pele's dead. So
no, but he can. But in the grand scheme of like most popular guy, you know what I mean?
I would say Messi's above Pele these days.
Well, yeah. If you're talking about best that's ever played the game,
yeah,
you've got Messi, Maradona, Pele.
If you stop at 3, you can do a Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. Okay, so who has to be Venusaur? Who's the worst of the 3?
Who's the worst out of the 3? Well, Maradona, because he was a little bastard.
And he was off his head a lot of the time.
He was on the sniff all the time.
Venusaur, Donna.
Google a hand of God when you finish this.
I knew about that. But
that's what.
Yeah, if anyone wants to feed those combinations into the AIs, that's got nothing to do with me.
No.
Sloop, have you been playing anything, or have you just been watching old WCW?
No. I have been doing that, but I have been playing. So HUD Showdown got a massive update.
Oh, you dug into it finally, yeah.
About, I think it was a couple of months ago now, overhauled everything. The menus, the UI, they had a brand new event on, there's a new map. There's a couple of new, there's one new mode, but I haven't tried that yet.
Oh, yeah.
Because it seems a bit too fast-paced for me. I like it when it's a bit slower, and it is those kind of long matches.
Yeah, like the regular hunt mode, if people don't know, it's like... It was sort of like,
could be an hour long.
It's like the first popular extraction shooter, I feel like, where you do some objectives in the map, which is usually leading up to a boss fight, and then you have to get out of there, and everyone chases you off the map, and you have to be the first ones to like successfully get out.
Exactly. But the good thing about it is it's PvP. VE, so you've got other environmental issues, and you can choose whether or not to actually engage, or you can just chase other people around the map, or you can do one thing and go, do you know what? I've got what I needed. I don't need any of this bullshit. I'm just going to leave, and you can extract at any time if you get to certain areas.
Because you are like leveling like your characters and stuff up, and they can die, so you have to try and be careful. It's got a lot of interesting mechanics that I'd never like seen in games before, like all put together. So yeah, I definitely see the appeal.
But the update's great. Like on console, it's because what they've done is it was released on the PS4. They've now removed that and removed support for it, and they've rebuilt it basically to PS5. It runs so much better.
Yeah,
the maps render properly because on the PS4, because it was such a quite a heavy game, like process wise. You would get a lot of popping and stuff on the maps and all that sort of thing. And it does rely on you being quite accurate. I mean, you can shoot people from like 150 meters if you've got a scope and all this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which I never did because I'm terrible with a scope.
Yeah. We played once and we got like trapped on a tin roof and stuff and fought monsters and threw Molotovs around. It was a fun time though.
They've done really well. The only complaint is the UI. They've updated the UI and it's not as intuitive as it was.
Right. Which is bad because I didn't think it was intuitive at all when I had a look at it.
So it's more console friendly in certain ways. But there's a lot more bells and whistles in it, and there's lots more sub-menus and stuff. But once you know where you're going, it's fine. And they've overhauled like some of the kind of the what do you call them, the perks you can get. There's loads of new guns. It's almost overwhelming, but it's great fun. I've started playing it again, and I was like, I've missed this.
Classic.
I mean, not great, but my kill death ratio was 1.
Yeah.
So for me, that's good.
Well, it's a very, like you say, it can be a very slow-paced game where if you're careful, people can just walk right past you if you're not making any noise or anything and stuff like that. So it's like if you're smart about it, you can sort of like lessen the amount of like battles you get in with other players.
I mean, I'm a little bit more gung-ho, I'm not going to lie. I don't mind getting into battles. And it does make it a bit more exciting.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say I'm the best player, because I'm certainly not. But if you're playing with a couple of mates and stuff, it's really, really good fun.
Yeah.
And I recommend giving it another go if you want.
Yeah. I'm not sure how my PC will fare these days with it, but it did okay. I think I was on like low to medium settings, and it was all right. It's like Crytek, I think.
Yeah, Crytek engine. The Cry engine.
But I think it is them. I think it is the people who made Crysis and stuff. I think it is that studio.
I need to play the Crysis trilogy again.
It's definitely got some of the same devs.
Yeah.
I think the guy who's the main head of in the Hunt devs, I think did work on Crysis, if I remember rightly. But I've been playing that. It's
a filthy, smelly looking game, but that's what we like. We like to explore things in games that we wouldn't want to muck around in real life.
Yeah. And there was another game I was playing because I got it free on the PS Plus. You know, you get free games every month or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's that one with the lad and the lass and the rats.
Oh, Plague Tale.
That one, but the second one.
The lass and the rats.
I knew it.
Imagine if it was called that.
Yeah. I think I played some of the first one, like Plague Tale Innocence.
The first one's great.
Yeah.
The first one's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. But then the second one, it's a bit slower, but I'm getting into that a bit more. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying just running away from rats and setting men on fire.
Yeah.
See, I thought you meant Dishonored.
Oh, is there some rats in that?
A lass, and there's loads of rats.
Oh, it's a similar thing, Adam, where like the rats are sort of like a weird physical danger in the world, like rather than it's an odd one. I guess someone developed rat tech.
A lass, and a rat, I think, is in a very old Enid Blyton book as well. Perhaps.
Yeah. But still, I knew exactly what you were talking about, which that's my brain worms to deal with.
Brain worms.
But yeah, I've been trying to like play some stuff, but it's just like games are pricey right now. It's
time and tiredness.
One day I will get that new Dragon Ball Z game, but I'm sitting on some Amazon vouchers, and I'm waiting for a sale. It'll happen any day now.
3 years later, it's still happening.
Hopefully, it's final. If I can get it, I just don't want to spend my real money on it. I want to do it with all vouchers. But yes, so this show we look at video game news and chat about it, and it's not sourced very well, and it's all stuff I just overheard normally. So don't worry about it. But yes, let me get the old document up.
At least you've got a document that's very organized.
Oh yeah, keep a Google Doc. But yeah, that's one thing. It's personal news. It's got nothing to do with video games. I deleted Twitter, as in I just deleted the app. I didn't really like close an account or say goodbye, like make a goodbye post or anything. I just deleted the app off my phone, and I relogged.
Feel better for it.
I relogged into Blue Sky. I see a lot less stuff that just instantly is designed to make me angry on the For You page. So as a byproduct, I'm not seeing as much outrage media anywhere to get the gaming stories that everyone's complaining about. I still heard some of it. If it bubbles up high enough, it still makes it to Blue Sky and stuff like that, or other shows and streams. But yeah, I don't know, maybe there'll be less crazy conspiracy theories now. But yeah, video game news. This one's amazing. Our very own Chris, who's in the Nerdy Up North community, one of the top grumps, he won a gaming PC on a raffle.
Wow!
Yeah, he signed up, bought some raffle tickets, didn't think anything of it, and now he got delivered today, and he's got like a 4060 like. I don't know what it is, RTX thing.
Class. That's going to be so good for him as well, for like doing the streaming and stuff as well. That's
exactly. So he's going to pop on this channel once we get him all logged in and trained up. But congratulations, Chris! A win for the little guy, for the working class, for the working man.
What was the raffle? Was it like an OnlyFans raffle, or?
He didn't disclose the what he had to pay for this raffle, like the high price. No.
he's clearly sold feet pics or something.
Oh no, man.
Like
someone else's feet pics.
But yeah, no, he can probably hook everyone up. Should we all start getting into raffles and kit ourselves out?
Well, Jake, when I won that guitar off a raffle, didn't I? I can remember, like about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I put two tickets on like Christmas Eve, and then New Year's Eve they did the draw, and I wasn't even watching the draw because I totally forgot to put them on, and then I got a text off one of my mates saying, "I watched the draw, you've won." And I was like, "No, I haven't." So I had to rewind the video back after it had been live, and they said my name, and then they sent us the guitar within like 3 days. It was great.
Yeah, sick, man. I like to see someone getting a win every now and then. Oh, right. So that was my top story. Sorry. It was breaking news today.
No wrong with that. It's a good story.
Okay, so this one Adam kind of brought up, and then I saw some rumblings about it, but is the new guitarist for the Doom games Matt Heafy? That is the question we're trying to answer today. So Adam, you checked out is it Doom Dark Ages? Is that what
Doom the Dark Ages, yes.
So you were browsing Steam as you do, and you got the autoplay trailer. Yep. And you noticed some familiar guitar work and stuff, didn't you? So if you want to go through your evidence.
Yeah, well, obviously started watching it, and there's obviously a little build up before the song kicks in. It sort of sounds like Mick Gordon at first, because that's the style they go for, like the like sort of Killer Instinct style sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then this guitar tone comes in, and I'm like, that's an 8-string, but it's not Mick Gordon playing it because he's got nothing to do with them anymore. And there's certain little things that I pick up because the way my brain's wired, and I've played guitar for so long, and I'm really autistic. Like the way the pick is scratching on the string. There's usually bands will cut that out if they're playing, but Matt Heafy doesn't when he records Trivium songs. So like if you do, there's like a tremolo picking where it's like diddle diddle diddle, but there's like you can hear like a tick 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 of the pick on it, and I'm like, and it's just the way the riff sounded and the tone. It's if it's not Matt, it's someone who is a guitar clone of him.
Yeah, like a really big Trivium fan.
Yeah.
But they're being kind of cagey about it. Like, no one's really confirming stuff. Like, I mean, Matt's like a massive gamer. He has like his own Twitch channel and everything. And he's like, he's done interviews where he's like, yeah, like I love Doom and this and that and stuff. Yeah. It's like, but yeah, like, I think because of the weird Mick Gordon situation, they're probably like reluctant to say anything like until the game comes out. Because they'll have to put him in the credits when the game comes out. Definitely.
I mean, but he's talked about wanting to do the Doom soundtrack for years.
Yeah,
probably about 4 years now.
Yeah,
probably more. And I think if it is him, I'm so happy for him because like it's all he's wanted. Like it's like I know he's like a massive musician in a big band.
Yeah,
but like he's got his dream now. Like,
I think that's the thing people don't realize for people who grew up around the times we did. Like the games and the game studios were like almost like on Rockstar levels for our little like nerd groups, where it's like you knew like id Studios and you were like, oh, those are the cool guys who listen to metal and make Doom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You'd see like interviews, see like the cool office with like loads of axes on the wall and stuff like that. They're all watching Halloween Havoc.
Exactly.
But yeah, so it's not confirmed, and we don't have any scoops on it because I don't know the man personally. But yeah, Adam's our guitar expert, and you know when he notices things like that, you know, he's an informed guy.
I sent you the video of it straight away, didn't I? And I was like, tell me that's not my TV. Tell us it's not.
Yeah. And then like I say, when I had a little Google to find some like images for the show and everything, like I saw it. Like like I saw some other people talking about it, but yeah, nothing confirmed. But
hopefully it is. I hope it is. And if not, the guy's a brilliant musician either way.
Yeah, exactly. So nice. This one is quite new, but relates back to last month where we talked about Concord being shuttered and took off the stores. And at that point last month when we talked about it, nothing had been confirmed other than like, okay, it's off sale and refunded to everyone. Now they've shut down the studio completely, so it seems like no more. It would be very unlikely if Concord ever comes back.
That's sad.
So this is a really weird spot where obviously it's terrible for the people who are like losing jobs or having to like switch studios. I don't really know. It's a bit too early to tell what's happening job wise to everyone. But there's definitely going to be people who are fans of this game, and it did exist for a little while. Yeah. Like people played it, and now it's gone. So it's another one of those. Like how we were talking about physical media, there's no like discs. There is discs of Concord, but there's nothing on there to like, that actually that is playable. And it's like it's one of those weird for preservation things where no one can have a record of this now because it was taken too fast.
I mean, how long was it up for?
What, it's like was it even like a week?
Like 8 days or something.
Yeah,
I think
so
I remember.
It was definitely not long. It was really not long. It wasn't as bad as the day before, or whatever the hell that was called.
I don't even know what you're talking about. That was been gone so quick.
That was literally out like a day and a bit.
Yeah. It's that kind of happened to Cyberpunk, where they were like, it's crashing PS5s, and they're like, kill it.
Cut that.
But yeah, like this is like, I think we talked about it. It had about like eight years in development. So like people put people,
a lot of work in it.
And
a lot of work.
They put like part of their lives in this thing.
Put their blood, sweat, and beans in it.
It looked pretty cool. Like I would have probably played it if it was like, if I knew it existed before it was gone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I'd seen some reviews of it. It just looked like another kind of shootery sort of team, like Valorant-y, and
it was definitely Overwatch.
Had nothing.
It
had nothing in it that made it sort of stand out. So no wonder it kind of died a death when it came out, because there's so much of that stuff already out there.
Yeah, but it looked pretty cool, like in action. At least.
Yeah, and you had to pay for it. That was another thing. It wasn't free to play. It was you had to pay. I think it was $40 or something.
Yeah.
Which again would have put a fair few people off.
And they've just dropped that Marvel Overwatch clone, which is free and has like Iron Man and Doctor Strange in it and stuff.
Yeah, so exactly.
It's really hard to compete with that, I think. But we wish all the devs well, because they're obviously talented. They just got probably mismanaged in some fashion, which tale as old as time. Okay, this next one, Shigeru Miyamoto, the guy who created Mario and brings us all the joy, said in an interview that Nintendo would rather go in a different direction when he was asked about AI. So our Nintendo games are safe from AI, everyone. They're gonna use their own creativity, hopefully.
Hopefully.
It's scary though. It's scary that people I don't like that Shigeru Miyamoto knows what AI in video games is. Like, I'm like, just let the man direct Mario titles and be like, Mario should be having more fun in this scene. And then the devs are like, yes, I agree. I always love that story about him when he played like the Zelda Breath of the Wild for the first time. And the director of that was like, he just wouldn't stop climbing up the trees, just testing out like the climbing and the the stamina mechanics and collecting like apples and stuff. So yeah, like that's the kind of stuff that you could probably never teach a machine to be like, what is fun? Like what is like something that is fun in games?
Well, they'll quantify it and they'll make it fun for The thing with AI, especially with generative AI, it's only as good as what you feed into it. So if only certain people who like things feed into it, then that's the outputs that you're going to get at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's all shit.
It'll never create Luigi.
No.
A beloved
Certainly
character
not.
like Luigi.
Or
never.
even Waluigi on that basis.
That has to come from a broken human mind.
It does. It totally does.
Right.
It totally does.
So this next one is another sort of similar, not similar in scope, but like last month we mentioned Assassin's Creed Shadows, and then a few weeks later or days since we mentioned it, it got pushed back. So it's not coming out this year anymore. It's coming out Valentine's Day. So sorry partners of the Assassin's Creed nuts in the household, but you might have to share your Valentine's Day with Yasuke and all this samurai fun. But yeah, so like Ubisoft's again in a weird spot right now. They're apparently not happy about how Star Wars Outlaws performed, so I don't know if that's why they pushed this back.
Interesting. Okay.
Because there was some sort of talk in the reviews for Star Wars Outlaws where they were like, it's running a bit clunky, and everyone's like, but it's fun. Like the world is fun, but the game is a bit junky. So maybe they're just trying to avoid that in close succession.
Yeah.
But when Ubisoft is saying a Star Wars game isn't meeting expectations, I have no idea what they were expecting, because it probably sold really well, like, you know, by normal standards. But are they holding this to like, we want 1 billion downloads day one and stuff like that?
I think so. But
that's what makes it a little bit strange. But yeah. Again, that's a game I wanted to play, but because I do like Star Wars, and everyone, the important thing about Star Wars to me is like the world building, and everyone was like, oh, it's really nice to just exist in the Star Wars world, and like you can go to bars and stuff. So that's something I would like to check out one day, because
my other half has played Outlaws. And you know, he said to me, like, don't get us wrong, and it's not perfect. It's not like it's not as good as, you know, Jedi Survivor or anything like that. It's not the same ilk, but he says it is quite immersive, and he does just play it to sort of wander around a bit in the world and kind of travel and all that sort of stuff. So if that's the kind of experience you want, and you probably will enjoy it. I would just say potentially wait for it gets a bit cheaper.
Which that's what Ubisoft doesn't want me to do, though. That's why they're mad.
But I reckon part of the reason Outlaws hasn't done as well is because it's Ubisoft. And they've got a bad rep at the minute. Their rep is like, it's not good. All the scandal stuff, and then a lot of their most recent games have been pretty bloated and poor.
They've just made weird comments about them publicly, and it's like, so this pushback on paper, it's not really anything new, but when you take into account Ubisoft being weird, I'm like, what are they doing? Like, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's good, because like Assassin's Creed Shadows looked really good, and people have wanted Japanese Assassin's Creed for a very long time. So, and
it looks great. Like, I loved it. I like that sort of samurai stuff. I really enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima.
And Yasuke is
anything on that level.
Yasuke is a big meaty man that smashes everyone, so that's gonna be fun. That's a new type, a new body type for the assassin.
And it's good. You get the option. You can go in as the kind of
the stealth
face-first assault kind of bloke, or you can go as the slightly more stealthy option. Okay,
but
it'd be interesting to see it. But
fingers crossed
Ubisoft
for the Shadows devs. I hope they're okay.
Well,
hope they're not getting crunched.
You'll get the news from me, because I will be buying it probably on day one. Like, so
you've got like 4 more months to save up for it.
I mean, don't get us wrong. I love Assassin's Creed, so I'll definitely play it. But I don't buy day one anymore, man. I've been burned too many times. I don't even pre-order. I don't do none of that stuff anymore.
No, I don't pre-order anymore, but
I don't think since digital happened, I'm like, why would I pre-order when, you know, like, why if I fancy downloading a game, why would I? Like,
it's not exactly going to go out of stock, is it?
Not on Steam, no. Okay, this next one, it comes from us from the world of Hollywood. So Keegan-Michael Key, who's Toad in the Super Mario Brothers movie, he had a little interview talking about like the second movie, because popular kids movie needs to get a sequel. And he was saying it's going to have some deep cut Mario characters. And I wanted to get your guys' ideas of like, what do you think?
Deep cut.
Keegan Michael Key. Sorry, I mixed up his name there. What do you think he thinks is a deep cut Mario character? I've got some ideas.
I don't know. I think he's going to think a deep cut's going to be like Dry Bones or something like that.
Yeah,
a Goomba.
I think he's meaning it's going to be someone who wasn't in the first movie. And I think they had Dry Bones because Luigi gets chased about.
That was just a guess from me. I haven't seen anything about it, to be fair.
Who's like the least used Mario Kart guy? I'm trying to think.
Least used?
I'm trying to think of Mario Kart.
Shy Guy?
Maybe.
I don't think it's going to be anyone from like Mario 2, like Wart or Mauser.
But we can definitely rule out it'll not be
Triclops. Is it going to be Triclops? Is it going to be Mauser, the mouse with sunglasses who throws bombs?
Oh no.
Is it going to be? I'm consulting the manual now. Is it going to be?
Oh yes, go on, consult the manual.
Is it going to be
the secret texts?
Mini Dino or Dino Rhino? Is it? Well, it's got to be Rip Van Fish. This guy.
I'll go for Rip Van Fish because that's an amazingly terrible name.
Monty Mole. Wiggler. I'd like to see a Wiggler.
What is Wiggler? I don't remember Wiggler.
This caterpillar boy. That's great. He gets mad if you touch him. He turns red.
I can relate to that. Yeah.
Wiggler, a caterpillar that lives in the forest. Normally, Wiggler is very quiet, but once jumped on, Wiggler turns red and gets extremely angry. If possible, treat Wiggler with respect.
Yeah, exactly.
What I think his meaning is, we're going to see Koopa kids. That's my prediction. We're going to see Roy. We're going to see Morton Cooper Jr. played by Robert Downey Jr. Can see Wendy O. Cooper. I think that's what he means when he's like deep cut characters. He means someone from like Mario 3, which is a very popular game.
I just want a film where it's Wario, but they accidentally duplicate him like 400 times.
Oh, like Wario 128, where it's just loads of Warriors.
Just loads of Warriors, yeah. Do that. I'd go for that.
Yeah. Okay, but nobody knows what he's talking about. Like, I guess we'll see some trailers soon, but that would be my guess. Like Bowser, like he was trapped at the end of the last movie, like in a jar.
Yes.
So the only way to get him out is to bring in the Koopa kids. That's what I think.
I mean, the film. Did I enjoy the film? I didn't mind the film. I found it very breezy.
For me, it was one of those things where like the rides you go on at theme parks, where it just drives you through, like where it's like I'm gonna drive through Back to the Future and fly around. Like it was kind of like that for me, where I was like, oh, it's Donkey Kong. Look at that.
No, I do agree with that. It had that kind of like it didn't test your brain too much. You could just sort of sit back and watch it.
Oh yeah,
but it wasn't amazing or anything.
The story didn't matter. It was just like, look, we're at Mario and he's having dinner with his family. That's crazy.
That's nice.
Look, that's the Duck Hunt dog.
The toilet's blocked. Oh man.
that did sort of happen, I think. And then they filled up the bathroom with water. Yeah, something like that.
Dirty toilet water.
Filthy New York sewer water right in the nostrils. Again, AI could never create a character like Luigi who can deal with that.
No, exactly.
No.
Okay, so this next one's about Halo. We got any Halo fans in the house? No? Okay.
I'm ambivalent to Halo.
I like the music.
I like Halo 3. Yes. How many games has there been since that? But unfortunately, the 343 Games who makes Halo, they're fine as far as I can tell, but they've been rebranded as the Halo Studio. So they're not playing games anymore. They're just going to tell it like it is.
They're literally just going to be just Halo.
They always have been. As soon as the
nothing else.
As soon as the Bungie split happened, where Bungie became independent, then 343 was created, who's been working on Halo ever since. And yeah, no, we lost Sloop. She might come back in a sec. So yeah, like the 343 have only had to make Halo games, and then now they're getting told.
Hello?
She might come back. Rejoin Sloop.
Hello?
But yeah, so like now they're just basically being told, yes, you've got to make Halo games forever.
Yeah. For good, forever now.
Yeah.
Hello. Well, sorry about that.
Oh,
all right.
I've got audio back.
Me computer just farted. I'm back. Sorry, I don't know. It went blue, blue, blue. I was like, oh, okay. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Sorry.
No, I think I know. That happened to me earlier. It was like something to do with the driver was doing a little background update, and everything just shut off, and then came back. And OBS was like, I've crashed. And I'm like, did you? Like, yes, it hurt.
I see when my graphics driver updates, it does that. It goes and turns the screen and the camera off, everything that uses graphics to work.
That's what happens,
Oh, how rude. Well, at least because fucking tell us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But you didn't miss anything. We were just saying, the 343 guys, now they've just been renamed, and they have to work to rejig the Halo franchise. Mm-hmm. And they have to make it good, even though everyone was like, Infinite's cool. But
mind Infinite. I didn't mind it. I'm not coming from like a hardcore Halo standpoint, but Infinite was perfectly serviceable. Yeah. And did what it said on the tin for me. It is quite enjoyable.
I think in my mind, like Halo needs to get to the point where like a Fortnite, where it should just be they just should pre-install it on Xboxes. They should let PC players get it too, and it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, do you want to play Halo? Like it's already downloaded. It's just an easy thing. You just load into multiplayer. Like it should be that, because like it used to be that, but also it did have like the single player stuff bolted on. Whereas nowadays you're like, well, no, I want my Warzone, and I don't want like all the menus to be like single player, blah blah blah. Everyone wants the app to just do the thing that they want to do. So like that's what they need to do with Halo. They just need to make it free. It's now pre-installed on everyone's Xbox. It loads up super quick. You're in a game before you know it. Like,
see, you say this, but this is what happened when they did them iPhones and they just shoved U2's album on it. Nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted that, Jake.
Well, what they'll do...
encourage such behaviour.
No, what they'll do is they'll create a website where you put your Microsoft name in, and it'll force the U2 album off your Xbox. Because that's what I did. They made a separate website that you had to go to.
What?
You had to put your email address in, and it would delete it from your Apple account. So like it was like it never happened.
Oh my god!
And I did that.
I've never had an iPhone.
I hope Bono got a notification every time someone deleted it as well.
Ping, ping,
oh,
ping.
not again.
Edge with them. Hold on a second.
Put your hat on, Edge. You've got to do something about this.
Do you think that's what they do? Like when they have like a superhero call out, Bono like puts his sunglasses on and Edge puts his hat on, dramatically plays Vertigo in the background.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like when they're suiting up. Right. So yeah, Halo. It should be easy, but I'm sure there's many reasons I'm not privy to why Halo is not easy to make these days. They're also moving to the Unreal Engine, so I don't know if that'll help. But apparently they had their own custom engine before, so that was probably making things take longer. I mean, it'll make it
easier for them, I suppose, to build.
Recruit as well, because if you're recruiting
more devs and stuff,
new staff, and you're like, time to learn the Halo engine, it's like,
whereas there's someone who's had like 15 years experience on Unreal Engine, it's like, there you go, job's yours.
Someone tell Todd Howard to do the same thing at Bethesda.
Oh, fucking hell.
Please, because your piece of shit fucking engine doesn't work.
It's called the Todd engine. It's my favorite one to code for. Nintendo Alarmo.
Oh yeah, like what is this?
I've got one.
What is it?
I've got one. I can do a personal review. I said I didn't play any games.
Is it just an alarm clock?
Yeah.
Is it just an alarm clock?
Yes.
How much?
$89.99.
Get away! What?
I've got a free alarm clock. It's called me son.
Well, I don't have. I have a dog that sometimes wakes me up.
You have a dog, son.
And a toilet and the toilet children. But no, Nintendo Alarmo. I said this is why I wasn't playing any new games this week because I've been sleeping with Nintendo. Yeah, so this is a quote smart device. So yeah, Nintendo made an alarm clock if you couldn't figure it out from the shouting. But yeah, so this is an alarm clock that has like a sensor in it, so it can detect you moving around in the morning and things like that.
What?
It plays Nintendo sounds to wake you up. And if you don't wake up fast enough, it plays angry sounds at you, like Bowser will show up if you like snooze it for 20 minutes. No, it doesn't have any classic retro stuff in yet, but it is connected to the internet, so it could download new alarms in the future.
Imagine if it got hacked and like people start putting like porn noises on them.
You know, Sleep, it's funny you shouldn't mention that because it already has porn noises on it.
What?
This is like Hatterful Boyfriend.
No, it's The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
God.
Breath of the Wild.
If you click the fairy fountain to wake you up, you get the nice little file select music. You know, that nice little harp song. And then the Great Fairy comes in. It's like, can
I not be funny? There would be a massive bunch of lads tossing off to that. They just shut their eyes and then just listen to that.
Not early in the morning.
It's relentless. She's insatiable, I tells you. That's what woke me up this morning.
Absolutely relentless wanking to a Nintendo alarm.
And then the best thing.
The
best thing about it as well is like when you walk away, like because it knows you've gotten fully up, and then when you like walk away from the alarm, it plays you like a little victory jingle, like dun 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 dun, dun, and then like. Yeah, the lady's like, oh.
So, now, have you found that it's made you feel better about getting up in the morning then?
Yeah, it is actually nicer than the iPhone horrible ringtone.
It just gets louder and louder unless you touch your phone. It's just going off.
Yeah, no, like all joking aside, it is absolutely ridiculous. But I kind of love it's made for people like me who have the Nintendo brainworm, let's face it.
Fair enough. I remember the good old days where it would just be, you just use, your catchphrase theme tune that you downloaded the MP3 of.
No, back in the day, I had
random site.
Maybe I've always had novelty alarm clocks. I had a Bart Simpson alarm clock when I was a kid. That would be like, hey, yo, dude, wake up and get out of bed. Just repeat that over and over again. And then
I used to have a one that was dressed like a beefeater. Because I used to have really heavy sleep. I still am. And if I'm asleep, I'm asleep.
Get out of bed.
And it would be like about 10 trombones would go off.
Yeah.
And I'd have to slap the head of this beefeater to push his hair down to make it go off. But it was the loudest alarm clock. And I used to wake your parents up and I'd be like...
Oh man! I guess I've had a long history of novelty alarm clocks. So I'm just like reaching my zenith with this.
Yeah, you though, Jake. You enjoy that really rip-off expensive alarm.
I'll tell you what I do enjoy about it though. It has like a soft light on the top, so that does actually help wake you up a bit because it's like I've got a bit of light in the room, but not like a blinding like spotlight or anything. But no, I like it. It's because it's funny. Like sometimes it'll be like the Pikmin drowning or something, and I'm like, we gotta get up fast to save the Pikmin.
Put your hand down the toilet half asleep.
and like, and I like the element of it that is threatening. Like, I like knowing that if I stay in there for 20 minutes, it's gonna start triggering like boss themes to like to like trigger the PTSD of like those horrible like robots in Zelda that shoot lasers at you.
God.
But yeah, so that was the excitement in my house this month, I suppose.
I mean, I love it a bit cheaper, £90. If it was 50, I'd be like,
this is what credit is for, Sleep. This is the bad decisions.
you did so well earlier flexing that £1.50 DVD.
It swings and roundabouts.
£90, yeah.
Swings and roundabouts.
You do you. I mean, it sounds fun. It just sounds expensive.
It's because it was like, oh, this is limited to only people who are Nintendo subscribers, and I was like, that's me.
They've got you. They've got you by the short and curlies. This is capitalism.
One day, though, what if it's a collector's item in the future? This
is what I keep telling myself about my Empire magazines, and I've got them still.
One day
I've been collecting them since 2001. Well, what if someone will want this Hulk one that has a 3D cover? I said to myself in 2008. Has that helped? No, I've just got more of them spread across where I live in various plastic boxes. Don't become me. Do better.
If ever goes missing, we need to check under the pile of magazines first before we look anywhere else.
Yeah.
I'm going to be one of them hoarders that die.
Someone said they were going to buy this issue, and it's like right at the bottom, and then you just get crushed by it.
I think you could survive. I think you could build a house out of like Matrix issues and stuff like that.
I do have a one that's worth about £50.
Nice. Oh. Who's on it?
It's a special edition Star Wars. It's a Darth Vader cover.
Right.
And you open it up and it makes a Darth Vader noise.
Oh, I hope that starts to fail over time.
Well, because I've never opened it that much for a very, very long time. Hopefully it'll still work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you open it up and it goes, just the Darth Vader breathing thing.
No, it should say his iconic catchphrase of his Padme okay.
I don't like sand.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, don't.
Yeah, alarm clocks. We love them. We love to hate them. Okay, this next one Chris made me put in. It's tangentially related to gaming, but since we're in the silly section, apparently. Also, I heard an update to this. Like, Chris told me the story, and I was like, that's a scandal. I need to put that in. And then I saw an update where it got overturned, so I now don't know what's happening. But in the World Conquer Championship...
Oh, yes!
There's a guy called King Conquer, apparently. This is the first time he remember. And he was caught with a steel conker in his pocket after he won the championship. And everyone was like, you smashed my conch with a steely, eh, King Conk.
Yeah, I read about that. He was like an older bloke, and he said, he only kept the steel one because it was like a thing that had been made from it.
It was a joke. I was holding it for a friend.
Yeah, but apparently he had used it during some of his matches.
His outfit was covered in conkers, or conks as they're known, for the real conk heads out there.
Conk heads.
But yeah, then I heard this got overturned and he was deemed innocent of his conker crimes. So yeah, right. I don't know what to think about it.
Well, I think it's sad that people are resorting to having to have steel conkers on their persons.
Yeah, I
think if you're going to be in a conker competition, it should be like when you get on a roller coaster and you got a bag, put them all in a secure locker. Right. Get patted down. Make sure you've got no steel extras or conkers or whatever, and then do your thing. There should have been a legit reason why he had the steel one with him. Yeah, I don't know if he's provided one, so that's my opinion.
And if he's like covered in conkers, like there should have been keeping a close eye on his, like, what if he like swapped one out, like with sleight of hand? He was like,
conker magicians, they're well known.
Yeah,
as grifters, these conker magicians.
Yeah, that was the first I heard of King Conker. And I liked it.
That could be the secret Super Mario character. What King Michael K was talking about.
Oh well, you see, there's already Goombas that are also chestnuts. Is that the same thing? They're not in this book, apparently. Galoombas.
Galoombas.
But no, I don't know. But yeah, so don't take steelies to your conquer tournaments, guys. Play it safe.
Respect your conquer enemies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't dip them in vinegar either. That's a scam.
Right. Who's dipping conkers in vinegar?
I don't know. There's loads of tricks. Like put varnish on them, put nail varnish, anything.
My tip is coat them in cement. That's my tip, and it'll definitely win if you do that.
Send it straight to the bank.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, this next one's about TV. The God of War TV show has been scrapped apparently and restarted, but I don't know how much it had started anyway. So
was there any cast announcements for it?
Not that I could find. And if
it's because they couldn't get me as Kratos. That's what it was.
Yeah, he refused to shave his head.
Actually, I'm looking for an excuse. I'm getting very thin on the front.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. The camera hides it.
He's good. I love like looking for an excuse. Like you just like making a pan of something, and you're like getting close to the burners and stuff. It's gone up in a flame.
If it's that annoying, just shave that bit then. If that's the bit that's going thin, and leave the rest. Just leave the rest.
Like a reverse widow's peak.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Fashion tips. Men's fashion tips.
If you hate your receding hairline, just shave through
it. If you rip the hair out at the roots, it'll grow back.
Don't get one of them. There's a thing now. Like, this is not me dissing people who get like wigs or anything. It's fair enough, but I've noticed sort of people who now wear toupees, like younger people, call them hair systems. What? And I'm like, they talk about, oh yeah, I've got this great hair system. I'm cleaning my hair system. I'm replacing my hair system. I'm like, mate, it's a toupee.
Maybe
it's a wig.
Maybe
it's just a wig.
Maybe the smart wigs now.
All they're doing is just buffing them up, buffing the heads, shave their heads, and they get it stuck on, and then they clean it. It's a fucking wig. No, I don't know why they keep just reading the hair.
It's got an advanced mesh inside, so when it gets a bit windy, it it tightens on.
Fuses into your scalp.
The tech weave, we call it, the new product.
The tech weave.
Oh, man.
So
don't give Musk any ideas. You put a fucking brain chip in it or something.
and it was porn robot. I didn't talk about the Tesla robot because it's not real, like everything Elon Musk says.
Yeah, I saw that there was something about the people using microphones.
Yeah,
talking through them and stuff.
But also, he's just ripped off more designs from iRobot, and I think the writer of like iRobot was like, "Thanks for stealing another idea, like the cars and everything."
Please.
It just let people do more iRobot memes, which I'm always down for.
Yeah.
So God of War, is it ever coming out? I don't know. The games are like movies anyway, so just play those. It'll be fine.
The only way I think it should come out is if Triple H is Kratos.
Oh, can you imagine?
He's got to spit the water. He's got to spit the water.
Exactly like him.
I hope he would act like sort of mid 2000s Triple H though. Atreus, get over here, boy.
Dude, time to play the game.
Friggin' Kratos doesn't talk though. That's the problem, and that he likes to do like monologues.
Hour-long monologues on like a SmackDown from like 2001.
20-minute promo just to introduce his missus.
I'm gonna start this movie off with a long promo.
He can he'll do the narration. He'll convince people to he'll do the narration, and that's how we'll get away by putting his voice in.
Yeah,
either that, but how tall is Kratos supposed to be?
He looks kind of big. He's kind of just like Kratos is like someone's like this is my OC. He's got all of the powers. He beats all of the gods.
Because another good option would be Braun Strowman.
Yeah. If he's still kicking about.
He's injured, so he's still kicking about. He's just injured at the minute. Okay. He injured himself like about 4 or 5 weeks ago on Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the one who he does the feats of strength that Kratos kind of does do. So yeah.
Like tipping ambulances over and that.
Yeah. Just give it to Batista. He's earned it at this point.
And he doesn't want to get muscly anymore. He's finished with all that, man.
He says that. I don't want to get muscly. He's still bigger than 99% of the population.
He's still jacked. He's just tall and broad.
But he's like 60 or something now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's his mid-50s.
No, I'm in 59.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of time for Batista. Never met the man, obviously, but he seems like a class
good actor as well.
Yeah.
Good actor.
He's the only good wrestling actor, possibly.
I think he's the only wrestling actor, or potentially one of the only ones, that hasn't done a kiddie sort of Mr. Mommy type film.
Mr. the Animal.
Because The Rock did the Tooth Fairy. Triple H did
Pacifier.
No, that was Vin Diesel, but it was something similar to the Pacifier. It might have been the Enforcer or some nonsense it's called.
Wait, it was like a child's bodyguard. Is that the gimmick?
Hulk Hogan was what was
Mr. Nanny.
Mr. Nanny and
Santa with muscles.
Was there like
a Suburban Commando?
Commando, where Undertaker's in that as well, isn't he?
Oh yeah, Mean Mark.
Very briefly, yeah.
I didn't get started on the Undertaker. He's made his views very known on TikTok and stuff about who he supports and what he wants and stuff. Oh no,
this crap podcast where he takes like emails from randos. And he's like, "Who in the hell is this?" Right. So yeah, God of War. It's over. They're never making it.
So, sorry, who was meant to be producing it? Like, in terms of, was it going to be on Amazon or Netflix? Or was literally none of that?
It was Sony Pictures, so who knows?
Oh, God.
Who knows where it was going to land?
Yeah.
Okay, so this next thing is quite interesting. So Nintendo ran this like very secretive online test of like a new game, and they just called it like the online. I don't know. It was just called like the online test or something really like innocuous, and a bunch of people got codes. Yeah, a bunch of people got codes for it. And they were like, don't stream it, don't share it anywhere. And people immediately started sharing it on Twitch and stuff. Obviously. And like streams were getting taken down. From what I could see from a few like sort of blurry screenshots, it looks like some kind of Minecraft-y type thing, but it was supposed to be an MMO where you would get together and like build stuff with blocks. But then it had like grapple hook mechanics and things. So I have no idea. Like, obviously, no one knows who's making it. Like, apart from it's Nintendo, like, no one knows if this was just like super early, or if it's going to be like reskinned with characters you do know. Like, no idea at this point. But it sounds quite interesting. It would be nice if there maybe was like a weird online game you could just log on to and build some stuff, and then like, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping it's like something casual that's like a bit of fun to log on to, but like I like building games in theory. Just depends.
I'm intrigued why it's so secret though, because by the sounds of that, it's nothing that's going to be genre changing.
No, but it might be like
Minecraft-y.
It might be the first time Nintendo's messed with an always like online, everyone connected. Other than they've done some stuff like Tetris 100, where it was like a Tetris, like 100 players knocking each other out until there's like one left, and so they've dabbled. But yeah, I didn't get a code though, unfortunately, even though it should have came with the alarm.
You even paid £90 for their alarm clock.
It should have came with that.
You should have got it free, yeah.
It should have woke me up in the morning and been like, "There's a secret game."
Code. Maybe that's what they're going to do. They're going to build that in the alarm, and they're going to use it as some sort of mind control device.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, they're preaching the convert, I guess.
Competition.
Buy more Nintendo family products. Go to the Nintendo Museum in Japan.
You just wake up in Japan, just go, "What the fuck?
How did I get here?"
With my alarm. No, it needs.
How are you still working? You're not plugged in.
Right. Okay. So this one is about Naughty Dog, who's another Sony studio, I guess. They're saying the next game is going to have a lot of player freedom, which sounds a little bit different to Naughty Dog's usual fare, which is like story based. But Adam will know this. They have dabbled. There's parts of like Last of Us 2 that are like open world, and there's like they've done it in Uncharted and stuff where you get like a mini area to roam around that leads into the missions. So I think it seems like they're possibly being like, they're not going to compete with Rockstar, but they're like, everybody loves Rockstar and Bethesda, like why aren't we giving this a go? And with their like level of tech and polish, like I think it's something people could like really enjoy. I don't know if it'll be something I'm that interested in. Also, like it could be a Zelda Breath of the Wild thing, you know, when you talk about player freedom, we're talking like mechanics, like puzzles that sort of use like game physics. They're always big on physics. Like they spent ages making a rope animate in Last of Us 2. So you could like toss it over a fence and it would actually like animate. But yeah, so that'd be interesting. Is that something you guys are interested in playing from them, or would you rather the big story thing?
Depends what they mean by player freedom, because that could mean absolutely anything.
But seeing as I'm a big fan of Naughty Dog, I would be interested, to be fair. So
I mean, I like Last of Us, and I didn't mind Last of Us Part 2.
Well, I love Last of Us Part 2. I'm like an unpopular opinion. Like, I absolutely love it.
Well,
I didn't dislike it. The first one for me is almost perfect. It's really hard to surpass the first one for me.
Yeah, like and you know these guys are like fans of like new tech, you know, in the scene and everything. So are they like seeing stuff like Red Dead Redemption 2 and being like, oh, I wish we'd made that, you know, like as like an aspirational thing? It's maybe not like, it's maybe not gamers' favorite thing for it to be like a massive slow paced simulation. But I can definitely see from someone who's like in the tech industry where they're like, oh, like that's the dream game, you know, like making like a world that works like that. So yeah, like
how do you improve on what Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead's already done though?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like hopefully they would maybe just like that's where their ideas need to come in and sort of what they bring to the table. But like I like it when devs get to talk about this kind of stuff and they're not just like, yeah, we're making Uncharted 5, Last of Us 3, you know, like it's nice to hear them getting excited about something we don't know. It could very well be Uncharted 5, but if it's open world,
and they could work with Nintendo and have it powered by a lawnmower.
Yeah, and have online grappling hook mechanics. But the secret,
or you could change your lawnmower to a grappling hook because of reasons.
Yeah, like pulls you out of bed. Just
Finally, the Mortal Kombat alarm clock. Right. Okay. This one's a warning for anyone out there who has the Wii U, which I do somewhere. I think it's under this desk or something. Apparently, the consoles, if left turned off, which most people's will be right now, sat in a box, it can damage the memory chips and sort of like brick the console. I don't know if there's like any way to fix it, you know, back to working order. But people,
it doesn't make any sense though. Surely something being off shouldn't break the thing.
It's something to do with like sort of
like the degradation of the
it's like less in it. It's like less than ideal chips that they put in, if you know what I mean.
Well, I suppose it's like if you don't start a car for like 10 years, the engine's going to be fucked, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's like...
Well, maybe we need to do better. I
mean, I can turn this Game Boy on. It's still got... Yep, it's got batteries in. It's got batteries in. There's the red light. It's come straight on. But, yeah, so everyone at home, check your Wii U's. I haven't done mine yet. Do as I say, not as I do.
all you 14 people that still have Wii U's, get them checked.
I'll tell you what, though. If I set the Wii U up, I'm gonna stream it because I'm not dragging it out and plugging it in, unless I'm gonna get some use out of it. I don't know. Yeah, so like that's the weird thing though, because I think I transferred a lot of like the Wii stuff on there, so you could have it all in one place. So like, if that's not as stable as the Wii console, can I transfer it back to the Wii? Probably not. I'll figure it out though. If not, I'll just find a modder who will hack it and put all the games on for me and be like, it's fixed.
Don't say that out loud, you'll get sued.
That's true. Nintendo did sue a different mod maker this week. Apparently he's called Ryan Daly. He claims no wrongdoing, which for like for a chip that's specifically modern consoles, I'm not sure how you could get that one past the courts.
Well, you might as well try.
And apparently he's representing himself, so
no,
good
no,
luck,
don't
sir.
do that.
But I really, genuinely, I hope he doesn't get destroyed by the lawyers. I hope it just fizzles out or something, and he says sorry and that he'll stop. Because apparently, Nintendo have done some really weird, seizing of incomes on people and things like that in the past to pay fines.
Wow.
And they got the scary lawyers, which we'll say. Right. Oh, this next one. So, did you see the new Silent Hill came out?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's done by a team that everyone was kind of worried about because they haven't done so great in the original games. But apparently Silent Hill fans are like, thumbs up on the Silent Hill 2 remake, which I'm very happy about, because that's one of those most beloved games. And if a bad remake comes out, which they've had before, it just sours the mood for the entire fan base for years.
Well, we'll have to wait for our Silent Hill expert Graham to play it.
Yeah.
And if he likes it, then it's good.
Yeah, that's true. But the only weird thing was they immediately got a big head about it, and the CEO was like, this is the end of the era of Bloober team making bad games, unsatisfactory games or something. It's dude, just enjoy your victory quietly.
Pipe down and just take your money and be happy.
It's okay to be proud of yourself and stuff, but just you can phrase it
don't promise that.
The old era is dead. But yeah, it looks cool. I've been watching a let's play stream of it and stuff. It looks like it's the sort of perfected it. It's kind of like when they did that Resident Evil 2 remake, and everyone was like, oh, this is really cool, no notes. Sort of in that vein, where it's a little bit different enough to classify as it being a new game, but still hits all the old marks. And they've improved the acting, because it had non-actors were in the roles in Silent Hill 2. It was sort of friends of the studio sort of weird stuff. So you had sort of normal people trying to act, and you know how that
goes. That's what made it vaguely charming, though. That's what makes Shenmue
people love
charming.
It. Yeah.
Hello. Can I help you? I am acting.
People love it. But then I think some people are like, well, if they did the scene right, it would have more impact,
valid point. Yeah. So, I've got to admit, though, I can't play Silent Hill. It just scares the shit out of us. So
it's really
that's the point.
I don't like being. I don't mind scary.
I don't like pooing involuntary.
But I don't want to be sitting there cacking my trousers just because I'm trying to play a bloody game. No.
I think the worst thing about Silent Hill for me is it's got that really disgusting side of horror down really bad, where it's just
full boredom.
And it's I don't want to look at any of this, and I don't want my character to be in this filthy room that's filled with monsters. But yeah, some people love that, the horror fans. The horror.
I've been watching someone play it. I'm okay with watching. I play them vicariously through other people. So I've watched someone play Silent Hill 2 remake, and it looks like how I remember it. But just with better.
Lots
of squishy noises and stamping on
squelches and stuff.
Goo sacks and things like that.
I'm glad they've learned I'm glad they've learned from the debacle with the Grand Theft Auto stuff that just AI scaling things is not how you remake something. No. You need to actually put a little bit of effort and a bit of love and care.
And the big Silent Hill fans are going to sit and look at all of the posters and artwork on the wall. One thing that did really impress me about it is the combat impacts on the enemies look really good, and it's gross at the same time, but it's not just swinging away and the enemies going bro. It's actually looks like impact and stuff.
Can you do that again, please? That was really funny.
Bro. Whoa.
Amazing.
NPC noises.
Yeah, because like when you talk about impact and stuff like that, especially like The Last of Us Part 2, when you've got like a fucking bar and you just
lamp
belt
someone with
it. And it's like it's as if you're hitting a real person. It's hot. It's horrible, but it's amazing at the same time. Like the sound, like you can hear like bones breaking and that. It's
yeah, stuff like that.
Can't wait for The Last of Us Part 2 to come out for PC because it will be mine.
He's gonna put the graphics on ultra.
Yep.
Okay, this next one it's not really news, it's more of a like announcement for anyone who cares. There's a Monster Hunter Wilds open beta, I think, that you can download right now. And I need to check that out.
Was that the one that got announced? Was it State of Play that was announced, or like the games thingy? Yeah,
it's like the February one, but they usually do an online test before the big, like, it's not out till like February, I don't think, but you can get a taste of it, and it'll probably have, for those like big obsessed fans, it'll have like minute differences, between this and the real game when you get it. So but yeah, I need to download it and then find some time to play it, and I think it's only on for like a couple of nights or something, so we'll see if I get time to play it. But it's on everything, I think. Right, and then I've got us a wholesome story to end this on. And it's wholesome, and it comes from Reddit, which is usually an oxymoron. But yeah, there was this post came up about, I think it was just on like Fortnite or like a really generic like gaming or something. And it was like a kid asking if it's really true that Fortnite can't be played after 9 p.m. like his mother had told him. And everyone in the subreddit like backed his mother up and was like, you can't play it after 9 p.m. and like made up loads of reasons why and stuff, like they were like, the bus driver could only work like a 12-hour shift and stuff, or they have to go to sleep, or like they have to do all the maintenance, or like some people were like, at night the death, like the zone that kills you in Fortnite is just covering the whole map, so you can't play it and stuff like that.
Excellent flawless game logic. That's canny.
So hopefully that, I mean, I'm guessing some people were weird in the comments and probably told the kid the real story.
I mean, it's Reddit, so probably. But that's quite sweet that they kind of went, your mom's right, you should listen to your mother.
Yeah, go.
It's very un-Reddit.
I'll tell you what, it's Reddit in one fashion, because all those people on Reddit's regularly like, I wish I could sleep at 9 p.m. and get a full 8 hours. But yeah, that's all I had for the gaming news. Like I say, I'm not on Twitter as much, so I don't see the crazy outrage. I did see a little thing going around about Dragon Age, but I only saw the good side of it, where if you make a trans character, you get extra dialogue options, because obviously that will come up in conversation in a massive RPG. So obviously people were mad about that, but I only saw people being like, "Oh, this is awesome! Extra options for us and stuff like that." So yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, Blue Sky is all right. I haven't followed enough people. Like Sloop, you've been using it a bit, haven't you? Like I haven't quite got my page curated yet.
Okay, I mean, I follow a few just silly accounts. Really, it's just a bit more. It feels a bit more like old school Twitter, where it's just serious, but not like people being aggy and aggressive and just playing nasty at each other like they are on Twitter.
I see like some of that where like some of the, it's more, I'm not like judging the people, but you can tell they've been like conditioned by Twitter to have like really strong like reactions of like, everyone needs to block this guy, he replied to me funny, and like I wish people could leave the drama, but I think it's just ingrained to a certain point. It might die off once they get away from that sort of environment. But everyone's a bit like on edge, I still feel like.
I think where you've just it's like being released from a capture, being released captive.
Like you come out of prison and you're like
Stockholm syndrome. One thing I did see the day, gaming adjacent, a game that I can't play, that I try to play, that I shat myself nearly playing, is apparently getting a film adaptation, which is Outlast.
Oh, is that the one where you're like first person in like an asylum and stuff?
Yeah. Apparently that is I think it's Lionsgate who are doing it, who don't have a bad rep either. No, I'm interested how they're going to do that with it being a first person horror.
Yeah.
And
it's
just
very
how
like
kind
fist
of
fighty as well, isn't it? Like it's very
and
like
jumpy and stuff. Yeah. I hope they don't make it like a schlocky kind of, like they do the whole thing in a lot of horrors where it's just pure jump scares where they just go lots of strings. Oh, shadow.
Yeah,
no, it's not that kind of approach.
No, I'm calling it now. It's going to be the new Saw.
God.
That's what I was thinking as well.
It's going to be like the main character almost gets out and then he wakes back up in the asylum and it's like I
hope they don't make 7 of them where the main bad guy dies on the 3rd one but then is magically reincarnated.
And one of them will be called Outlast 3D. Because it's going to come back to the cinemas, I'm warning you. It's not really.
But no, I would rather watch a film of Outlast than play the game, because I try and play the game and I'm too nervous and edgy.
I'm like, if there's no levity at all, like if a game is just like a horrible slog through like an awful place, like I really don't want to go there. But I'll play some like horror adjacent stuff, or like, stuff like Resident Evil where the characters every once in a while are going to say something silly, or there'll be like something anime will happen. And I'm like, okay, there's my levity. So it's kind of like the roller coaster is there. But when it's just like oppressive, like horror the entire time, that's when I can't like deal with it.
My issue with the game Outlast is it's similar to Condemned. That's why I couldn't finish Condemned either. Is you've just got torch and you've got no peripheral vision. Anything
then some
like
guy
that
will attack you with a brick or something.
Condemned.
It is
Condemned many makers cry with fear. I had to take it back to the shop.
Condemned is the one where like people just attack you like out of nowhere,
because you're in like an old derelict building. There's like psychotic homeless people just come after you. I don't know why I bloody bought it. I'm genuinely had to go and trade it back in.
I know. It's because they get good reviews, and then we're like, maybe this is the one that will it'll be so good that I'll get past the scaries.
Couldn't do it. Could not do it.
But yeah, Adam's been playing some scary games on stream. There was the one where he was on a Scottish oil rig that was pretty good. I think
Sleep. I think wakes the deep.
Yeah, I think
I've heard that's good.
I think you would like it because the voice acting was so realistic, and the Scottish guy was like, "Oh, shite, man!" like getting like doing all those like it was
class.
It was a bit like a sort of a bit of a roller coaster. Like you weren't doing a lot, like gameplay wise. You were just sort of like reacting or dodging things that were coming for you. But I think like the voice acting, everyone fell in love with. Like we were all like rooting for like certain characters to live on through the horrible. It was kind of like an oil rig in the 70s, 80s, wasn't it?
1975, yeah.
Yeah. And then Lovecraftian horror happens, and that's kind of all you need to know.
It sounds quite cool, though.
Yeah, so it's basically The Thing on an oil rig.
Yeah.
Don't see anything wrong with that. I might have a look.
They drilled into the thing that should not be, I guess.
Yeah. And it's only about 5.5 hours long.
Oh, so it's pretty short and sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would play it again.
Yeah.
So I did it in 3 parts on stream, didn't I?
Yeah, roundabout,
Yeah.
But there might have been more to find, like you never know with those type of games.
Still achievements I need, so
yeah. But yeah, so we like good games. We hope they continue. That's going to be us for the spooky month. I know we didn't do anything spooky, but other people on Nerdy Up North did. But I don't like spooky that much. Apart from when Alfred Chicken terrified us on stream. But that's
it's me, Alfred Chicken.
That's a story for another day. But yeah, that's
some lore there that needs to be explained at some point.
We tried to explain it, but it's too deep.
Okay.
It's too rich. There's too much of it.
It's like sort of Bovril, but with 7 teaspoons of Bovril to like 1 tablespoon of water.
Rich. Oh, a hyper Bovril, we call that.
Hyper Bovril rich. Okay. It's a new level of riches.
That's like, that'll have you like airboxing and that just get
just tar, treacle, clag in your mouth.
Yeah, it'd be like, it's like friggin' Tuco from like Breaking Bad. Right, so we're gonna sign off. Hope everyone's having fun. No raid because it's late and I'm sleepy and I can't press that many buttons. Goodbye TikTok. I've seen some people coming and going. And sorry I can't chat to everyone and stuff, but yeah, TikTok test complete. 1.5 hour live stream. Goodbye everyone. Thank you for the views. We'll see you another time.
Bye.
Goodbye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Back to the intro.
Two.